Day 3 and I'm getting into my groove. Winding road, next 99 miles. Has to be. There's a law. Like an idiot. Things have gone wrong, haven't they? I'm not in a motel, but the sliding door is right next to where I park, so I'm about ready to load up my bags, and I'm like, oh great, I'll just open the door and walk out there and load up. Go outside and I see water hitting the sidewalk. It's just the sprinklers. Heading up, I think, worked my way over to 95 to Kuskia, and then over Highway 12 through Lolo Pass to Missoula. I looked on the back at the decibel reduction. It was only like 1 decibel more for the extreme protection. These seem to work fine. Yesterday I planned my gas stops the night before, but being that yesterday was such a long day and stuff, and I got in and I was beat, God, I felt like crap this morning. I'm feeling a lot better now finally. The breakfast and the coffee, I think, is finally kicking in. There's a Sinclair there. I guess I could go there. You think you like Sinclair, baby? Tasty stuff? You can get non-ethanol here. I saw some yesterday in the middle of nowhere. Like $1 a gallon more, so I didn't get it. Sorry, honey. Stopped at a little town called Riggins. There'd been a little minivan behind me for like 40-50 miles. Occasionally I'd pass somebody and I'd notice after a little while, maybe 5 minutes, that little minivan was behind me again. So we both pulled over to gas up at the Chevron here. And I walked over and I said, hey man, you've been behind me for a while. He's like, yeah. So we got to chatting. He used to own a 2012 F800, so that's like the 3rd person I've met on this trip that used to own an F800. One of them owned the same year, I think the same color. He didn't mention the color, but he said just like it. I keep running into people that used to have this bike. It's an interesting bridge. Kind of out of nowhere, sort of. Smoke hanging out in the valley there, or that canyon. The valley, kinda. This is the map. Oh, you got some kayakers here. Alright, a little rapids going on there. Check it out. That big one there is stationary. Here's huckleberries. Oh, when it's that time of year. Oh. It's like last time I was in this area around this time. Oh God, there were huckleberries everywhere. Try our huckleberry pie, huckleberry cobbler. Huckleberry this, huckleberry that. So finally I tried some. I'd never had huckleberries. They don't have them down where I live, Silicon Valley. They mine all silicon. And oh, they're a lot like blackberries. It's kind of like blackberries with a little hint of blueberry in flavor. A little smoother, milder. Real tasty stuff. Oh yeah. I'm your huckleberry, all right. Oh yeah. Did that sign say chin up? No, I think it's a chain up. Chin up spot. If you're feeling down, pull over. Chin up. Feel better about yourself. Getting tired from a long day on the road? Chin up. Oh yeah, check out that ride. Sweet. Here it is, day 3, and I think I'm finally getting into my groove. It's so long since I've done a long ride. 7 years. Really need to do this more often. I got salmon on the brain now along that river. Turns out either that river or one of the ones that merged with it, we went over a bridge or two, I think, was called Salmon River. And I'm sure they named it because there are salmon. Have to be. There's a law. You can't name something that doesn't reflect what it is. If I'm lucky, we'll pull over into that pullout. Oh my God, awesome, thank you. Muchos gracias, senor. Give a wave. Thank you. Definitely getting into some twisty. Well, this turn after S turn. Here we go. I am leaving Kuskia and making a right on Highway 12. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Next, winding road, next 99 miles. Next gas, 88 miles. Wonder if I can find that old campground I had. I think it's about 20 miles down. I know it wasn't too far from Kuskia. Highway 12, which leads to Lolo Pass, at least when heading easterly, not only follows this river, but the Lewis and Clark Trail, a pair of historic adventures that you may have heard. And we just left the Nez Perce Reservation. Well, deer hanging out in that guy's front yard, kicking it under a tree. As long as they're not leaping out in front of me on the road. And left it on the camera like an idiot. Watch for rock. Chris Rock? Bob Rock? Classic rock. Rock and roll. Woohoo! Well, I figured I'd take a stop at the Wild Goose Campground. This is where I stayed 15 years ago. I don't think this is my actual campsite that I stayed at. I think it was that one. Or maybe the one just past it. Hard to tell. I'd have to dig out the photo. Oh, well, there's a beach. I don't remember that. I do remember walking down to the water. I vaguely remember these stairs. And the last one's a shorty. Water's a little bit of white caps, but it's not too loudly. You can hear the water on the edge here, on the lap. There's a little breaker with those rocks. Keeps the main force of the stream from going to the outside. The bustling metropolis of Lowell. Kind of a nice spot. This road, as I recall, isn't chock full of, like, you know, undulations, elevational changes, S-turns, switchbacks, all that stuff. It's probably a lot like what you see here. But just kind of nice. I like it here. Well, darn. I just turned the camera off, and not like 30 seconds later, a bald eagle flew across the river and onto a tree and took a perch there, turned his head to look so I could see that it was a bald eagle. It's the first time I've ever seen a bald eagle in person. That was really cool. They're fairly big. Yeah, I thought it might be because, you know, he had his arms open, or arms, wings, pretty wide because he was kind of braking, you know, came in and did this number. I was like, that was totally cool. It's an interesting little beach there.
Good morning. Just had myself some breakfast. Great little diner in Missoula, Montana called Ruby's. Classic, old school, like almost out of the 50s. You got the round stools at the bar and booth. Would go back. I had a great ride yesterday on Lolo Pass. This morning I had an alert on the motorcycle. It's a DWA alert, which means the alarm system, which I never use. There's a battery. I don't really want to mess with that. It's not critical. I can ride with the light on. It's not affecting anything. Not a big deal. But you don't like anything to go wrong on these trips. Things have gone wrong, haven't they? I call it my apocalypse bike, but it's really kind of like a Swiss Army bike, you know. It's a little utility bike, yeah. Very versatile and useful.
On I90 East. GPS says take this road for 115 miles. I take this opportunity to stand at lower speeds because I don't have to fight the wind. I'm speeding at 80? Sweet. Maybe that's why the day is so short. Lovely downtown Absarokee. Do you like Absarokee? Absolutely. mean, I know the speed limit's 25, dude, but come on. I am 33 miles from Red Lodge, currently at an altitude of 4,050 feet. And in some rolling hills. I'm hoping I don't go that way because it doesn't look good over there. And I'm so damn close now, it's like, who wants to stop and dig out rain gear when, you know, only got 15 miles or so to go, you know? That's it. Oh, yes. This is funny. I'm gonna go around the side. It was close to through traffic. I'm not through traffic. Let's see, where's the office? At last.
If you've liked this ride, check out one at the top of your screen. And consider liking and subscribing. It'll really help us out. And wherever your journeys may lead, ride on.